Climate change can be driven by both natural, i.e., non-human, and human forces. To properly assess climate risk, it is important to understand both and, more importantly, to distinguish between them. Let's start with natural mechanisms and then examine the dominant role of human activity in today's climate system. Starting with non-human, i.e., natural mechanisms, the Earth's climate has always experienced change due to natural factors. These include orbital variations, so changes in Earth's orbit and tilt affecting how solar energy is distributed across the planet, volcanic activities, so large eruptions release sulfur dioxide and ashes into the stratosphere, temporarily cooling the climate and reflecting sunlight, solar variability, where the sun's energy output varies on an 11-year solar cycle and longer scale, and natural greenhouse gas feedbacks, so changes in permafrost, ocean currents, or forest cover can influence carbon storage and release over long periods of time. However, the more important concept that you have to understand is human drivers. Since the Industrial Revolution, human activity has introduced large-scale, rapid changes to the climate system. These include 1. Fossil fuel combustion. So this is the burning of coal, oil, and natural gases, which releases massive amounts of carbon dioxide, the primary anthropogenic greenhouse gas. You should note that energy production, transport, and industrial processes are the largest sources. 2. Agriculture and land use. You should know that livestock production releases methane, while fertilizer use emits nitrous oxide. Further, deforestation will reduce the planet's ability to absorb carbon dioxide. The third one is industrial activity, so manufacturing, refrigeration, and waste management releases halocarbons and other synthetic gases with high global warming potential. The cumulative effect of these actions have been a sharp increase in greenhouse gas concentration in the atmosphere, and at a pace and scale that far exceeds natural variability. Let's move to a sample exam style question, which honestly often gets asked. A National Science Policy Advisor reviews the IPCC report throughout the past several decades to inform government communication on climate change. The advisor creates summaries of each report's statement on attribution to modern warming. How should the advisor describe a conclusion on modern climate attribution from the 2021 IPCC assessment report? Pause the lecture here to have a quick look at the options before we move to the correct answer. Alright, assuming that you have an answer in mind, the correct answer is A. Humans are responsible for 100% of modern warming. The Earth has warmed approximately 1.1 degrees Celsius since the 1850s. The IPCC analysis of climate scenarios presents a likely range of human-caused climate change of between 0.1 to 1.3 degrees Celsius. Given the high level of consistency, the IPCC has in fact included that humans are responsible for 100% of warming since the mid-19th century. There are also multiple lines of evidence which confirm the dominant role of human activity. So for example, the Needing curve, which tracks atmospheric CO2 levels since the 1950s, shows a sharp and ongoing increase. There are records to reveal that today's atmospheric CO2 levels are unprecedented in the past 800,000 years. Attribution studies also show without human emissions, the warming observed since the mid-20th century cannot be explained. As stated in the most recent scientific assessment, and a very well-known quote is, "It is unequivocal that human influence has warmed the atmosphere, ocean, and land."